Hey, what's up, guys? TechTine here, and welcome to 2022. And what a start this will be. But before I begin, as always, I want to thank you all so much for watching my content, and thank you all so much for the constant support. It means a lot to me, and you guys are helping TechTine grow and become bigger. So, with that being said, if you haven't subscribed, consider doing so, and also follow me on Instagram. I'll leave my tag down below for sneak peeks and behind the scenes and just much more. Also, if you want to message me, I respond there pretty quickly. Alright, so in front of me, I have a machine that I've been trying to get my hands on for some time, but now I finally did, so it's only right that I do an unboxing and review it. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is the ASUS Zenbook Duo, which has a lot of things going for it, and mainly is the design itself. Okay, so this has a two-part boxes. So part one, which is this cardboard box, and as soon as you open it and take it out, you have the main box that has the laptop and your accessories. So the main box is wrapped with this style of plastic that you just peel off. And let me tell you something. I mean, Apple would be pissed if they seen this type of wrapping, just because they care about the environment so much. So they say. Okay, so after you peel off this plastic and lift the lid, you do get the laptop itself, which is also wrapped in more plastic. So yeah, that. So you do have also in the box a stand, which is nice that they include that. Okay, and you also have the charging brick, and it implements USB-C as a charging solution, which is nice, and it charges at a maximum capacity of 65 watts, and more on that later. And also comes with a stylus. And here it is in all of its might and glory. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to power it on, spend at least a couple of days with it, run some tests, and see how this laptop performs and who's the right audience for it. So let me do that. I can give you guys a proper review. Okay, so days later, this is my review, and let's begin. So we're gonna start with the design and IO selection. And starting with the design, this is definitely a well-built laptop, and it better be, because this is around $2,200, and you can upgrade it to up to $4,000, which means that this laptop is not cheap. And here's what it brings to the table. So with that being said, you have a dual screen setup, and it's actually useful more than a lot of people think. Usually when companies try and implement dual screens, it's more likely than not a fail, just because it will be a gimmick. But not with this one. This one does have actual uses to it, and more on that later. Okay, now because of the space that the secondary screen has, the keyboard has been shifted down, which means the only way that you can rest your arm would be on the surface that you'll be using this laptop on. Now, the keyboard experience, it did take some time to get used to, but typing experience is very good. It's not a letdown for sure. However, the trackpad is not really good. It's small. I mean, it works, right? It works, and it's just fine, but that's a sacrifice for that secondary screen, and this can easily be solved with the right mouse. So there's that for you. And I really do expect people to use a mouse when operating this machine. So as far as the IO selection, here's what you have. You have one USB 3 port, a headphone port, as well as a micro SD card on the right side, and on the left hand side you do have two Thunderbolt 3s and an HDMI cable. Now my thoughts on that are the following. I don't think it was a smart choice for them to include a micro SD. I think it would have been more wise to include a full-size SD card if you're making this straight for the creator and the people who are going to use it for content creation. And an HDMI port is not really necessary if you have a USB-C. So instead of that HDMI cable, I would have put in another USB-C port, because of the adapters that you combine, just make it whatever you want. So there's that for you. I mean, that's just my thoughts on the IO. It's decent, but could have been better. And if you look to the side also, the hinge on the secondary screen is very, very well engineered, and it comes up when you open the laptop and closes down conveniently and smart when you close down the laptop. And I can tell you right now that it's very well built, and it's made to last a very long time. Now, moving on to the display of the laptop, or displays of the laptop. So the main screen is a 14-inch 1080p with 100% sRGB, and it is upgradable to 4K. You just gotta pay a little extra money, well, a lot of extra money, and it is a fantastic screen for the creators. The color on it is nice. It's accurate. It's a nice screen overall. Basically, what I'm trying to say. However, the webcam is garbage. It's a letdown, but hey, it's whatever. I'm not here for the webcam. I'm here for the actual experience of the laptop. Okay, so the secondary screen is actually higher resolution, so it's 4K, but it's slightly lesser in quality. So the main screen, if you want to watch videos on the main screen, it would look better. But watching videos on the secondary screen is also pretty good if you want to watch videos, do research on one screen, and then just straight do your content and create on the other screen. That works very well. So I can tell you right now that if you're a creator or an artist or an engineer or whatever you like to do, you can do, like I said, you can do research on one screen and apply it on the other. I mean, the possibilities here are just endless. You just have to be creative and take that screen and do with it as you wish. Okay, so as far as the specifications go, I don't really want to spend too much time on actual specs. I'd rather spend more time on the user experience. So here's a quick rundown to cover the basics. So you have a 11th gen Core i7, as well as 1 terabyte of PCIe storage, 32 gigabytes of RAM. Now these internals can be you can upgrade it to the 4K display and the i9 chip. I don't recommend it just because of the Core i9 heating issue. I don't think this laptop can deal with the Core i9 chip. So the Core i7 actually works fantastic on here. As far as the user experience, which is what I think people and me myself will care about. So it has an amazing way of multitasking. So the user experience on here is amazing. Multitasking and keeping your workflow organized, and not even that, just overall the whole experience, it comes together very, very well. Usually, like I said in the beginning, mainly when I was watching videos on it, I really thought that the second screen is going to be a gimmick. It's not. It's very, very useful if you know how to use it. Hey, what's up guys, TechTime here, and I am back again with a brand new video. So before I begin this one, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and if you have enjoyed this video, if you like my... Now, the only two things that I hate about this laptop are the speaker, which is kind of a letdown for this price. It's okay, it's fine, but for the creator, I highly recommend if you want to if you will create videos and you want to do things like music and things of that sort, highly recommend using headphones. There's no way around it. Using the speaker on the laptop is just not gonna cut it. And the webcam is, like I said, okay. It will do its job if you want to do conference calls and things of that nature. But other than that, it's not. That's not it. So the big picture here is this is a laptop that costs between $2,100 and $4,000, which is not a cheap machine, but it still is a capable depending on your needs. If you're a gamer, I can tell you right now, look somewhere else. This is not the laptop for you. You can buy a much better graphics processor. You can buy a much well-cooled device. It might not look as flashy or as good, but it will serve your needs as a gamer. If you're a content creator, then this is a laptop that I would recommend. You just have to figure out what type of device that you'll be. If you're a creator, an artist, or an engineer that want to use this and actually can take advantage of the secondary screen, then go for it. Highly recommend it. Now, I can give you my personal experience. This is a laptop that I cannot just use, right? The reason that is because I have no shame in it. I am a Mac user and I use Final Cut and Mac-based editing software. I am making the transition back to Premiere. I used to use Premiere. I decided to pause on that and then go back to it later. So I'm currently in the transition of going back to Premiere Pro. I think I would like it more. And maybe then I can use a machine like this to create my content. But with that being said, I want to hear what you guys think about it. Do you think that it's worth it for you as the consumer or not? So let me know. And I want to thank you all so much for watching this one. More content will be coming soon, so stay tuned for that and make sure you're subscribed. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.